First piece of championship business here tonight is the Prince of Darkness, P.O.D. puts the VWE International Championship up for grabs against Gabe Roka, and curiously, sportsmanship shown. Will be interesting to see if that persists throughout the matchup. A lot on the line here tonight. Prince of Darkness trying to remain atop the mountain in the International Championship division here in VWE. Likewise, Gabe Roka, just about a year into his journey as a professional wrestler, trying to cement himself as a fixture of this organization. And what better way to do that than by winning championship gold? P.O.D. giving up 85 pounds here to Gabe Roka. He's got to rely, as we're seeing here, on that quickness, sticking and moving. Cross body, but Roka putting the power on full display. Catching P.O.D. practically out of midair. Onto the shoulders. Look at the strength. Gorilla press, but took too much time. And P.O.D. reverses with a backstabber. Only a 2. P.O.D., the reigning international champion. That's not the only piece of championship business we have to attend to here tonight. Of course, as I mentioned, Lucas Lair defending the Imperial Valley Championship, looking to regain the physical belt from the circus. Prince of Darkness might need to regain some teeth after that shot by Gabe Roka. Clutching at the neck, still feeling the effect of the early onslaught from the champion. Shoulders down, but only a 2. Also later on tonight, we will see a unification match as Victor Ursos has the AVCW Championship on the line. Chubby Depp putting the VWE Championship on the line. Winner takes all later on tonight. Cover here from Roka. You know, we heard from Roka heading into this one, and he seemed a little, dare I say, cocky. He said, Prince of Darkness, I like it. It's spooky, it's dark, it's cute. I mean, there's a lot of ways I would describe the Prince of Darkness. Cute is not one of them. Up corner. Stiff kick from Roka. And not only relying on that power cover here, but also taking full advantage of his own speed, his own explosivity. One wonders if that's the game to play against the quick and crafty Prince of Darkness. VWE rallying behind their local favorite, the VWE International Champion, though much more of a split crowd than I think anyone anticipated, certainly than I anticipated. And you got to think if that relatively warm reception for the challenger in Gabe Roka is influencing his preparation or that of the champion P.O.D. Off the ropes now goes Youngblood. Again, stiff kick, this time to the back, hook of the leg, and a kick out. Trying to wear down P.O.D. here. P.O.D. fighting from under, tucks the line, and caught in the clutches midair once again of Roka saying, not today. Knee colliding with the spine of the champion. Into a gut-wrench power bomb, a doctor bomb of sorts, and a kick out from P.O.D., but he's gonna need a doctor after this one. Fans at home, feel your knee, massage that bone. That is one of the hardest, thickest, most unforgiving bones in the body. Now imagine that very same knee getting driven full force from a man as large and powerful as Gabe Roka, fired up as he is with championship gold on the line. People rallying behind P.O.D., but it might not be enough. PK to P.O.D. Gabe Roka with a lackadaisical cover, knows he's not going to beat P.O.D., knows he's not going to become international champion, with a cover like that. And P.O.D. asking for one more. I think Roka more than happy to oblige here, fans. And he does. Saying that's it, we may have a new international champion, but again, a lackadaisical cover. At least this time he went down to the canvas. He joined P.O.D. on the mat, but I'm not sure where you're getting in the face of referee Tim. He barely touched him. P.O.D. saying, come on, hit me with your best shot. Roka more than happy to, but this time P.O.D. suckered him in. Dragon suplex. And just like that, the champion may have found a way back in this one. The Prince of Darkness. Looking to turn out the lights here for Gabe Roka with a sling blade.
One for you, Tanahashi.
Speaking of darkness, I'm certainly hoping we don't see what we saw in our opening contest, the circus, led by Zama, making their way to ringside, playing a difference in this one. I'm already miffed we got to see him in championship action later as Verdugo challenges Lucas Lair. P.O.D. now, scaling the turnbuckles, double foot stop to Roka. Into the cover, ugly collision for the midsection, but still Roka with the wherewithal to get the shoulder up. You can see Roka in a world of hurt here, man. That is the full weight, all 130 pounds of P.O.D. colliding with the midsection. Let's take a look at it one more time here in slow motion, thanks to our friends over at SoCal Wrestling TV. Bam! Be lucky if he doesn't have a cracked rib. Certainly the wind knocked out of Youngblood, and now shoulders down. Kick out at Roka. Still only a 1 count. I wonder if we're starting to see some of the rookie inexperience of Gabe Roka come into play. He could have taken that extra second, and that doesn't sound like a lot. But when you're down, especially after a double foot stomp like that from the champion, an extra second is a huge difference maker, and yet the pride of Roka getting in the way. Trading kicks now. P.O.D. ducks. Roka gets the knee up. Caught this time by P.O.D. and in the early going, we saw Roka firing off the kicks. This time, as the match wears on, P.O.D., the ever-resilient international champion, showing him what he's got in the tank. Says Roka, that's how you do a knee. Cazadora, but caught with a tombstone. We might have a new champion, no! I mean, he dumped him on his neck there, fans. An ugly, ugly landing for the international champion. Roka taking full advantage of that. Oh my God! Mid-air destroyer! Excuse me, I believe that was a code red, and an amazing one it was from the international champion. Still only a 2 count. The wherewithal of P.O.D. to not only reverse with that code red, but to do so after being dumped on his neck by Gabe Roka, it cannot be overstated, fans. Somehow, after that shot, dumped head first, the international champion back up to a vertical base. Choking the life out of Roka here. It is a far cry from what we saw earlier, but everyone's the same size when they're back on the mat. On the ropes, literally and figuratively, is Youngblood Gabe Roka. P.O.D.'s got to be careful he doesn't get himself disqualified. Would retain the international title under champion's advantage, but you know he doesn't want to win that way. Doesn't want to give Gabe Roka that excuse. Now heading to the top. Maybe looking to book a flight from coast to coast, but caught midair with a super kick. Roka caught him with a super kick. And now Roka maybe zeroing in on capturing that international championship. German suplex. P.O.D. kicks out. Living up to that international championship namesake. This is one that would tear the roof off the house internationally. And we still got to decide a winner. No trouble in paradise for Gabe Roka off that kick, and a shining wizard from P.O.D. This time it's the neck of the challenger, Gabe Roka. And now P.O.D. with a frog splash to the back of the challenger. He's not done, fans. From coast to coast, now going pillar to post, this time with a frog splash to the midsection. And P.O.D. retains.
Here is your winner, and still VWE International Champion, P.O.D.
Gutsy effort here tonight from Gabe Roka, but P.O.D. still your international champion. And let's take one more look at how he got it done. Second frog splash of the night.